Well, hello strange people, and welcome back to the channel, and hello to new subscribers. Just like to thank Bruce and Lee, the fat lad, for their little shout out they did on their live stream the other day. Much appreciated, lads, very much appreciated. Well, as you've probably seen, I've finally made it to that ruin. Bit of a disappointment. I'm not so much sure now that it is a homestead. It looks an awful lot more like it was an old tin streaming place. Not a tin mine as such, but the open cast, well, it's open cast mining, tin streaming. So it's large for a tinner's hut, but I think that's probably what it is. Tinner's hut. He would have lived up here with his family, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is, rather than an actual attempt at settlement on the moors. Absolutely glorious today. Sun's out. Absolutely glorious. It's enough to make you Shakespearean. Bit of snow on the ground, not much. It's only here on the higher ground on the west side of the moor. It doesn't seem to be on the north side, as far as I can make out. And I can't see it on the south, so it was obviously just a snow shower that passed through here at some point last night. Chilly and windy at the top, but it's nice here in the valley. You can almost not really, it's not really, I suppose it is a valley, but it's very small. The stream that runs down through there, if you watch my video where I sat under the tarp in the rain and then panned over the cliff into the river at the bottom, that's the same river, nothing more than 4 foot wide here. We're only about a mile from the source. It is a beautiful day though, beautiful day. I think I'm making the most of it. I think they give rain and snow for tomorrow. So I'm going to make the most of it here now. Going to have my lunch and then head back. Got a little bit held up on the way here by the Jinx, who telephoned me. I've given my phone number to 6-10 people, no more, and he rings quite often. Well, once a fortnight, which is quite often in comparison to anybody else. And he rang to tell me that he may be getting a orange rucksack, which took me an hour. A bird of prey going down there. It's like a kestrel possibly. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a kestrel. Took me an hour to talk him out of getting an orange rucksack. I am not walking around the moors with a man with a dollop of mango on his back, I assure you. Really need to educate that man, so if you can go to his channel and educate him on the hazards of being a DayGlo derrick. Alright, if I think of anything interesting to say, I'll bring you back. But otherwise I'm going to soak up the sun and the ambience of such a quiet place. Catch you in a mo. Right, well, I've fed, I've coffeed. Just quick on the AeroPress. I really am as dumb as I look. The spoon and the stirry spatula thing, they fit inside there. And then that goes on there. And then that will go on there. So, there we go. Ant, on his phone call, did remind me of something that I did want to say. I've heard a few people say they're thinking about hot tenting. I believe Ant is even thinking of hot tenting in his garden. He bought himself a nice stove and he hasn't had a chance to use it. So, I had to comment on somebody's video the other day. They'd gone out hot tenting and they'd taken a carbon monoxide alarm with them, which is, in my opinion, the right thing to do. It could be the most useless piece of kit you take, or it could be the most important piece of kit you take. But I think it's a very important piece of kit to take if you're hot tenting. It's my personal view and my, if you like, my expert opinion. They'd put their smoke alarm on the floor beside their wood burner, which is totally useless. Totally useless. If you're going to take a carbon monoxide detector, and I really, really stress that it's a good idea, you want it above your head height. Wherever you're sitting or sleeping, you want it to be above that. Carbon monoxide is lighter than air, and the first thing it will do is go up. So it needs to be, it doesn't need to be right in the middle of your tent at the very top, but it certainly needs to be above your head height. As I said, it could be the most useless piece of equipment you take, but it could also be the most important. Just want to thank Nobby and Bruce again for their shout out. Very kind of you lads. Especially Lee, who I constantly abuse in his comments. I don't know if you can see that, that's the ruin behind me. So yeah, much appreciated. Got me thinking, what makes a successful outdoor channel? And if you look at the outdoor channels that are very successful, they've all got something in common. Now a lot of them have got a dog. I don't have a dog. Well, I sort of do. I had a dog. He's buried up here on the moors, so he's with me all the time. The second thing is you got to be relatively good looking and well spoken. Well, I got a face like a dropped trifle. A trifle that was dropped in steel wool. And an accent which I do modify for this channel so that others can understand me, but an accent that, well, most people think I suck straw for a hobby. Your next one is a oppo. If you're a bloke, it's generally got to be a female oppo. I've noticed that. If you're Lee, it's Johnny Big Nose, obviously. But it's generally got to be an oppo. What else is there? You got to be able to build a fort, or in some cases a shed in the woods. I don't go to the woods very often, and you only got to have a look around to see that I ain't gonna be building no sheds or forts. Could I have some sort of personality, like Lee? He's got a bit of a personality. Well, I'm a crusty old git, so I've got no personality. And to be honest, I'm not that worried about subs. As I said a couple of videos ago, I'm in this for the views, not the views. If you want to join me, I'm very happy to bring you along. But for me, it's all about being out here. And if you want to come, as I say, I'm very happy to bring you. You not go cooking. I burn water, so you ain't gonna get much cooking on this channel. There's some bloody good cooks out there. Canoeing, no, canoeing. That's one thing, it's a passion of mine. Canoeing. Sat in my first canoe 40 years ago. 40 years. It was also the last time I ever canoed on a lake. So that's going to be something I want to achieve in the future. Get out on a lake somewhere. Even a bloody reservoir would do. So you will find some canoeing videos on my channel. We'll try and visit some different rivers this year. I did have a big trip lined up with Sam from Sam and Mary's, but that got scuppered by the weather. The river we were going on was, I have done it in spate in an open canoe, and believe me, it's not fun. So two up in the canoe we'd have drowned. So that will be coming at some point. At some point, and this is a secret between us, I want to canoe the full 80 miles of the Tamar River. But that's between you and me, because that ain't legal. Right. I'm going because it's starting to get chilly. Sun's going down. Catch you again soon.